Welcome back to Cooking Kosher. Tonight, a fun recipe you could do with the kids. It's crepe night. Ou en français, qu'est-ce que c'est crêpe? So we'll start by making a nice fruit platter. As you can see here, we have three citrus, orange, lime, and lemon. We got a banana, a pear, and an apple, and I'll show you how we cut them up. Using the santoku knife for this one. You see I've already cut up some berries. We have some strawberries, some blackberries, some raspberries, some blueberries, and even some cherries. This looks beautiful. And we'll add in the rest of the fruits that we saw on our cutting board. Next, we'll slice up some banana. Just take off the peel. And it's nice to slice the banana on a little bit of a bias, which means diagonal. Straight onto the platter as well. And last up, we have our citrus. It's always good to roll your citrus a little bit before you cut into it. That helps to release some of the juices and makes it even more juicy when you eat it. Cut it into quarters, and I'll put it on the platter, and people can just kind of squeeze some orange on their crepes before they roll them up. We're going to do the same thing with our lemon. Slice it in half, maybe quarters. And last but not least, our lime. If you have a Corona around, you could stick one of these quarters in your Corona too. Or not. And there it is. A gorgeous fruit platter ready for crepe night. And now it's time to make our batter. We have a couple of eggs, some milk. You got some pure vanilla extract. Only get the good stuff here. Some all-purpose flour, just regular flour, salt, sugar. And I got a bowl and a whisk to mix it up. So let's start getting the stuff in there. Now, crepe batter is all about the consistency. It has got to be right. So I'm going to tell you how much flour to start with, but after that, you got to get the feel for it. Depends on how humid it is that day. Depends on a lot of different things. But let's start with 1.5 cups of flour. There's 1 cup leveled off. Almost 2 cups of flour. And we're going to make a little well in the middle for our eggs. Don't forget to crack your eggs into a cup. Always check for blood spots, because this is cooking kosher. Give it a look. Looks good. Put it right there in the well in the middle. Same thing with our second egg. Okay, we got a couple eggs in there. I'm going to put a little bit of milk now, although there's going to be a lot more milk as we go till we get the right consistency. But just to get it started, splash of vanilla. You'll ask me, how much is a splash? I don't know. It's a splash. You just splash it. It's a splash. And then you take some sugar. Depends on how you like it. It's to your taste. Usually I would do about 2 tablespoons. If the kids really want, sometimes I'll do 2.5, 2 3/4. And then a tiny bit of salt right in the middle. You might think that salt is weird to put in like a pancake batter. Crepes is really like a pancake batter. But salt actually really helps to enhance the flavor. So you really should put it in there. Without the salt, it doesn't taste quite the same. Break up your yolks a little bit and start combining all the ingredients. Adding the milk in a little bit at a time until you get it right. And the next question you're going to ask me is, how do I know when it's right? Well, you just kind of do it, and then you make it and it comes out really bad. Then you make it again and it comes out a little better than bad. Eventually, you figure out what it should feel like. Do not overwork your batter, because if you do, your batter will be overworked. So just keep adding that milk in until the consistency is right. You want the batter to be nice and thin, just like this. Really, really good consistency. Okay, so this batter looks perfect, ready to fry. I actually have some helpers coming home from school in a little bit, so I'm gonna go pick them up. I'll put this in the fridge for about 15-20 minutes, and we'll fry them up. So I got my helpers here. We got Joshi Shlomi Rossi, and someone who's very shy. She never, ever talks. She's very shy. This is Serena Ross, and what we're going to do is we got 3 pans here. Serena has the mini cast iron. Tati has the regular cast iron, and Joshi's got a big stainless steel pan. And we got some cubes of butter here, and we have our batter that we made earlier, and a spatula, and we're going to make crepes. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's turn it on. Tati's going to put his on.
This is going to get really, really hot.
Yeah. And now we're going to let them get hot, and we're going to start making our crepes. I'm not actually going to jail. Okay, here we go. Serena's is going to be first. Here we go.
Can I touch it? I'm ready.
Yes. Here we go.
Ow.
Joshy's going to show you how to spread it.
Can you do
Yeah. Oh, serene.
Mine comes out very good.
Yours is very good.
Look.
Look at this crepe, serene.
Daddy.
Okay, it's flip time. Here's our pan, and we're just going to take it up. Joshy, should I flip it in the air or should I use the spatula?
Flip it in the air to do a talent.
Yeah, to do a talent. We're just going to do the old flipper. You ready, Serene? Chick? Count to 3, Serena. 1, 2, and... Wow, that was horrible. Okay, I was really glad that we had that conversation. Joshy's going to show how he takes the crepe out. He just slides it onto the plate. You just make a nice big tall plate of these. Okay, we're going to get this one out. And we're going to butter this one up. Nice little butter spread evenly around. The butter gives it some really good flavor, but it also prevents sticking. This is Cooking Kosher. This is serious. The key to a good crepe is you need to move it around quickly, which I am currently not doing. Watch the proper technique. You ready, Josh?
This is going to be terrible.
That was pretty amazing. Josh is going to demonstrate the technique for taking it out with no spatula. He's very good at this technique.
Okay, so you pour it on the edge of the plate, and then slide it up.
And then you just pile them up until you have a nice pile and you have your fruit platter and you're ready to eat. Serena, you want to switch to a different pan?
No.
Okay.
We have to.
All right, Josh is going to demonstrate the proper technique. Look at that crepe. That is proper coverage. And then just place it back on the fire. You thought that was good, Josh?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you better than that. First we put it in, and then we... What's most important is that I get the perfect technique. You see what this is? This is called terrible crepe technique. Don't do this. You see this? So this is what you do when you're bad at life.
This is what you do when you're good at life.
When you're a talented person, you do this. When you're very tall and extraordinarily good looking, you do this.
How do you flip? F-L-I-P.
Josh, that's not how you spell flip. Watch Josh's flip technique over here. Wow. All right, now let me show you how it's. Should we flip in the air?
Yeah.
Okay. Just basically give it a little, get it loose, and then just touch that pan. See if you can burn yourself. You know what that's called? It's called bad parenting. If you want to be a terrible parent, tell your kids to touch a burning hot cast iron pan. Okay, who needs butter? Does the pan have to be so high in the air?
Yes.
This is one of the better swirling jobs we've had so far, but it's a little small. But the good news about crepes is no matter what shape they take, they taste the same.
That's actually not true. If they burnt or if they're not burnt. This is how you get it onto the plate.
Oh, we're gonna do a dismount here.
You put it at the corner of
Shake, back and forth. Shake, and out. Perfect. Yes, Serena. No more. Or should we do a flip on this one? Joshie, am I gonna do it or am I not?
Yeah, no.
By the way, I'd like to thank our new cameraman. His name is Aryeh Hotshot Rosenfield.
At gmail.com.
Come on, can we see him? Let me get some close-ups of the crepal situation.
This time we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Goes around to the end of the pocket. Turns up through the guard. Goes backwards. And that is not a good one.
This is going to be the best one we've done today. You know why?
Why?
Because if you let the little bits drip out while you're swirling, you get total perfect coverage. Booyah! That's perfect for a crepe. Another one here. And we're just going to take our entire plate here to the table and show you how to make them. And then you serve the hungry guests. Alright, and fill it up. Then basically all you do is you take your crepe, you fill it up with all your favorite stuff, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, whatever we have.
These are two eyes. This is my mouth, and I need to make the nose.
You need a nose? Okay, so you could squeeze some orange juice on it, or some lemon juice, or some lime juice.
Orange juice.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei mizonah. That's it for this episode of Cooking Kosher. On behalf of the kids and I, thank you so much for joining us. Let us know what you'd like us to cook for you next, and we'll see you next time.